Hello! Welcome back to the Wrestling Newsroom. I'm your host, All Things Wrestling, and today we're going to be looking at all the wrestling news from Friday. We start with WWE announcing the 16th annual Tribute to the Troops. It was announced that it'll be at Fort Hood, Texas, and will host it on December 4th, which is a Tuesday. It was held at this certain base in 2010 as well. So it's always nice to hear about them doing tributes to the troops. It's a lovely show. I do like them. It's very very pro-America and very pro-veteran and pro-army. I do like that. And then it was announced that WWE will be donating $100,000 to the Knoxville Public Safety Foundation in exchange for Jacobs' recent appearances as Kane earlier this year. They're going to a live event January 12th in Knoxville, Tennessee. That is when they will present the money to Jacobs, who will most likely be dressed as the mayor, not Kane, in this situation. He'll also most likely wrestle on the show. And WWE Chairman Vince McMahon said in an article, "We are happy to support this charity on behalf of Mayor Jacobs. Much like his unparalleled contributions to the advance of WWE brand during his stellar career of more than 20 years, Mayor Jacobs has begun to work to improve Knoxville County." So yeah, that's awesome. He's giving some money for a charity. I like that. We then go to plans that were scrapped for Elias. Russell Votes, who's a very good source, says, interesting tidbit for those who like this type of thing, I do. Prior to Royal's creative plans going up in flames last month, the original Ambrose heel turn was to see him cost Rollins to the IC title to Elias. I would have loved to have seen that. It doesn't mean Elias won't get the championship, but it just means it will probably be later. And then, how successful Starrcade was. Dave Meltzer was reporting that Starrcade drew around 8,000 fans, which is considered to be a success since the event drew better than your typical WWE house show. It was also the most watched show on that week's WWE Network lineup, which is pretty damn good. And then the speculation for the reason Big Show split with the Bar is due to a possible hamstring injury. So yeah, it looks like he's out with another injury, so I kind of see him hanging up the boots very soon. Speaking of Big Show, he also commented on politics in wrestling compared to now. It was a different time back then, you know what I mean? You got to figure, I think that our business was more competitive back then, because where you were on the car had a direct relation to how much money you were making. So it was a shoot in that respect of if you were champion, tag team champion, working, after intermission on the card, you made more money. Those that saw that were pissed at them making money. Back then you had an opportunity and you had an angle over on TV to work live events and get a better position on live events to make more money. I think the biggest thing that bothers me with our younger guys is that they're all way too nice to each other. They're all chummy now. Okay. Just okay. I'm going to move on. And then Young Bucks discussed recent rumours about the All Elite Wrestling promotion. They said, we have offers on the table from every major company in the world. We haven't said no really to anything, so we're just keeping our options open and protecting ourselves at the same time. Wherever they end up, they're going to be huge stars and make a shit ton of money. And with a bit of an update, PW Insider is reporting that Braun Strowman is currently scheduled to return to next week's Raw in Houston. A lot of sources apparently confirming this within the company. There's no word on whether he'll be healed in time for TLC or not, or this will be making other plans. Who actually knows right now? And then the weirdest thing is JBL went on Twitter on Thursday night and made some comments towards Cody Rhodes. He went, okay, not wanting to come back, but I could beat Cody Rhodes any day in any match. Just like I could have beaten his daddy. It's simple math. Now back to my Dallas Cowboys. He went, get some serious money on the Cowboys. I couldn't get my money on Cody Rhodes if I tried. I'd kill Cody Rhodes, please. That's a weird statement. He deleted that tweet. I'm not bloody surprised. Seriously, Cody Rhodes is a tool, not my league. I'm retired, but Cody Rhodes couldn't beat me if he tied me to a tree. Neither could his dad. Well, no, because if you're tied to a tree, he can't pin you. And JBL is aware this is a wrestling show and wrestling, and it's not fucking shoot. It's scripted. I don't fucking know what he's doing. Last one, biggest bet is Dallas Cowboys at 8+5. Cody Rhodes is an afterthought. Sorry, I'm busy and making money on football. I have no idea why he went on this random tangent at all. Just mental. And then the last thing I've got is, during his latest podcast, Jim Ross gave some high praise for Asuka. Got a lot of marquee value, got a lot of sizzle. I got a feeling that Dave Finlay at the steering wheel, and they probably have one hell of a SmackDown Championship match coming up at TLC. The one thing about this scenario, whether you agree with the three-way or not, is the fact that Asuka is a major star and somehow has gotten lost along the way after WrestleMania. Just one of those things that can be explained in a lot of different ways. I'm sure there's a lot of right answers, but the bottom line is that Asuka should be in the mix of all the top women competing in WWE. She's big money. I completely agree. WWE need to get her back on the right path because she is fantastic. And that draws the end to this newsroom, because we've got no more news. I know it's a bit of a short one. There weren't much news, but yeah, thank you all for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed this newsroom, please give this video a like. Please support me on Patreon. Link in the description. Subscribe to see more content, and I'll catch you later. Bye.